All right, Algebra 1, we are looking at vertical and horizontal lines today, 3.7. We are looking at this because these equations look a little different from y equals mx plus b, but it all works pretty much the same way. These are just two special cases. So the first one, vertical lines. Anytime you have a vertical line, it is written as x equals whatever that x value is. So look at the x-intercept and you go through that x-intercept. So in this particular case, the x value is 3, and so the equation would be x equals 3. And that's it. So any vertical line is going to be x equals whatever that is. Okay, so horizontal lines are the exact opposite. If it's a horizontal line, the equation is y equals whatever the y value is because it goes through the y-axis. So it has a y-intercept. So in this particular graph, the y-intercept is -1. So y equals -1. It's on the y-axis, so y equals. It's on the x-axis, x equals. Okay? So we're just going to kind of go through this and take a look at these examples, and then you'll be able to do the homework. So remember, if the line intersects the x-axis, it's x equals a. If a line intersects the y-axis, it's y equals a. Okay, so just look at that distinction. Okay, so for number 1, for instance, this is the x-axis that it's going through. Okay, so that'd be x equals 1, 2, so -2 since it's left 2. Okay, and then number 3, we have same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -5, that's going through the y-axis. Okay, that's the y-axis that it goes through. And so that would be y equals -5. Okay, and so let's keep going here. Number 5, looks like our line is right down the middle. Well, it's going through the x-axis. It's a vertical line, so it's x equals 0. Okay. So let's go to the back side here. And now we're going the opposite way. We are actually doing the graphing this time. So again, y equals a is going to be a horizontal going through the y-axis. Okay. And then x equals a is going to be a vertical line going through the x-axis. Sorry, that was supposed to say going through. Going through. Okay, so let's see. In this case, y equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the y-axis. And again, don't do this. Don't go through the x. You want to go through that point. So we're going through that point horizontally. And there we go. So, same thing on number 9. This time it says x equals 3. So look at the x-axis. 1, 2, 3. And go through that point. Not along the axis, but through that axis. And there we go. Okay. And so now number 11, same deal. We've got a y equals 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the y-axis. And we want to go through that point. So horizontal. So you can see the difference. Y equals for both of those are horizontal, horizontal. And then the x equals is the vertical. Okay. So let's go down to these last few questions. So number 13, it says, what is the slope of a y equals 4? So look at this y equals 4. If it's going horizontal, the two options we have are 0 and undefined. Well, again, what we talked about before is that anytime we have a horizontal line, m equals 0. And then anytime we have a vertical line, m is undefined. Okay? So, look at number 13. Y equals 4. So that would be a horizontal line. M equals 0. What's the slope of x equals 0? Well, x equals, that would be a vertical line. Oops, hold on. Wrong person. Wrong question. So x equals 0. Up and down means m is undefined. Okay. And then finally, these last few questions are asking for you to see what's parallel. So parallel means they're going the same way. So which axis would x equals 4 be parallel to? Well, x equals 4 is going up and down. Well, what axis goes up and down as well? The y-axis goes up and down. So it would be parallel to the x-axis. So that should kind of give you a hint as to what 16 would be. And then our last one, we're going to graph these two equations. Okay? Actually, we're going to do this one together. So how does this differ from this? Well, look at them. Y equals 3, there's no x involved. So you go straight to the y-axis for that one. So y equals 3 would be positive 3 right there, straight across, just like we've been doing on this page, on these notes. Y equals 3x is the same as y equals 3x plus 0. So that would be 0 for my y-intercept and then up 3 over 1 for my slope. So that's kind of what we did earlier in the week. So I've got a slope of 3 over 1, and then my line goes through those 2 points, or those 3 points, okay? And there we go. That's the difference between y equals 3, y equals 3x, okay? So you are going to do the rest. So the homework is to finish the rest of this worksheet, which is the evens, on these notes, okay? So go ahead and get started on the rest of that, and you have the rest of class to do that, and we'll talk about that and check that on Monday. Have a good weekend.